ahead, and now ProTech, I totally missed that. And you know what? I don't do this very much, but right here, right now, I'm going to try and rewind a tiny bit so that we can see this engagement here as Hydraman and PucK are taking out this Nexus. ProTech, meanwhile, is getting ready to come in and a pincher attack right now from Levels and ProTech, as here come the Zerglings and the Banelings in the back, and the pincher attack is going to completely wipe out this army. So nicely done there. Though I will say, I don't know, the Banelings are not being used that efficiently because so many Banelings are blowing up on the Thors. And those Thors can absorb so many explosions from those Banelings. I mean, you got to get them down some way at this point. And now we see ProTech with some Infestors on the field, probably thinking about getting that Neural Parasite ability to deal with these Thors that is so devastating against Thors. As you can just turn them right around and they start doing all sorts of crazy splash damage on your opponent's army. And now ProTech is going to start to work on these rocks that I mentioned before to try and cut down this distance here. No, I am totally wrong. I totally misspoke earlier. You can't get through over the middle. You have to go around the side. Just using these, just going to kill these rocks so that he can get the Xel'Naga watchtower position so that they can see more quickly, get some more vision on this, since this is turning into a long game. Even though it is a 3-on-2, it is definitely turning into a long game, so it's probably a good, wise idea to try and get some scouting on these Xel'Naga towers. Gonna bring these Stalkers up here to kill this scouting overlord from legrogman. So he's trying to run it away, but these Marines and Marauders behind here, with the vision of the Medivacs on the top, the Medivacs giving that vision, is gonna force that back. And so, but meanwhile, Illmatic this whole time has been funneling these Zerglings. As you saw him earlier, did do a number on this expansion, but it looked like they were able to force that back. Because now Illmatic just has a ton of Zerglings down here, just continuing to make more and more Zerglings. He is just now, at 19 minutes into the game, getting a lair. So Illmatic, finally, he's not even mining off one of these gases. He has just been going all in with the Zerglings, they've been trying to end this. You know how ProTech and Illmatic play. Levels we have not seen yet. I think this is the first game he has been in that I have cast. But you know how aggressive these guys are. But finally realizing with the strength of this Terran Thor army with all these SCVs inside of them on auto repair. You see these SCVs just auto repairing these Thors throughout this battle. So a nice mix of mech and bio here, though the siege tanks are not to be found. Possibly some siege tanks are being used defensively that I did not realize. No, because I did see some siege tech. I missed this here. I'm so sorry. I cannot. Oh no, I don't think I did miss it. Actually, Hydraman just lifted off his command center and came down here, or actually he brought it over here and he built that one. Either way, there is going to be an engagement up here. And we see PucK now and Hydraman splitting their army up. Probably a bad idea here, as look at all the Zerglings are getting us around the fungal growth, forcing all the bio into one position, and the surround from the Zerglings in the back, and the Banelings coming in the front on the bio, and now the Zerglings coming around, completely surrounding. These Thors are just ripping through the Protoss army, but at the same time, Illmatic's Zerglings were the difference right there, and the fungal growth from ProTech. And the fact that that the two Terran players had their armies slightly split up right there was a big difference. If they could have maybe tried to get back here more together in this choke, things could be different. This Thor is still alive because there's mules now on the field trying to repair it. And this Thor is trying in desperation to kill this Immortal, and he actually, I did not see the tech, he uses the 250mm strike cannon to finish off the Immortal. That could possibly be the first time I have seen this 250mm cannon used successfully in a game. But here comes another fungal growth on all these SCVs, and what that's doing is making all the SCVs are now repairing each other instead of the Thor, and the Thor goes down quickly. So interesting there. That is not something that has occurred to me before. That the fungal growth on the Thor plus the SCVs, with those SCVs on auto repair, unless PucK had specifically told those SCVs to repair the Thor, they're gonna sit there repairing each other while the fungal growth is on it, allowing you to kill the Thor quickly. So a nice play right there, and meanwhile Illmatic trying to press this expansion. It looks like he did force all these SCVs off the line, but he is going to be forced to pull back because Hydraman has this ball of bio out. And look at Levels, it's just relentless trying to get this front and center expansion. Illmatic does not even have an expansion. His main is practically mined out here as we check the minerals left. He needs to get this base, and he is, I am reading his mind, or he is reading my mind, or maybe it was that obvious, and I'm missing another engagement up here because PucK is trying to single-handedly fight off Levels and ProTech, and it looks like he is actually going to force them back without any support. And now with Hydraman in the back, this is going to be very interesting. These armies are fairly evenly matched, but with the fungal growth just now getting 75 energy on those infestors, that is going to make a huge difference as you see the two infestors just now getting enough energy back to get a fungal growth. So we're going to need to see, and look, there's 2 Ultralists on the field for ProTech, make it 3, and this is about to get crazy. There goes the fungal growth right there on all the bio, and the Ultralists coming in here, actually getting fried up pretty nicely by the bio, but at the same time, ProTech throwing in some roaches, and Levels is coming in from the bottom side. And it looks like they're going to force this attack back. So this game has just been incredibly crazy back and forth. I got to hand it right now to PucK and to Hydraman for just staying in this game. And look at PucK is just going nuts, calling down 5 mules to just auto-repair these Thors. And Levels is killing all of Hydraman's medevacs. And this Ultralist with 16 life left is now burrowed. And that Ultralist is going to take years and years to regenerate his life. And this, as we see, these mules are all getting gradually picked off here. It looked like Levels was focusing down those mules with his stalkers while ProTech was going after the Thor. And now this base here that PucK was trying to probably throw up a orbital, or not an orbital, a planetary fortress in that position. It does not look like he's going to be able to do that. So this game, I mean, I would definitely have to say that Levels, ProTech, and Illmatic have the upper hand simply because it's been a 3v2. But PucK and Hydraman have just been staying in this game and even being very aggressive with their play. As I realized, I left the APM tab on there for a while. I haven't been using that very much, which is partly why I missed all these Ultralists coming out for ProTech. But we do see Levels is continuing with his Immortals. ProTech is getting more Ultralists. And it looks like they are going to just mass up now, get their armies together, and go for a one final all-in push. We will see, because Levels is trying to get out whatever he can here, just going with that same build throughout this game. I mean, pretty much, look at Illmatic is still just getting Zerglings. We have 0/0 upgrades on those Zerglings, so Illmatic has just been completely all-out Zergling this whole time. He does have a Baneling's Nest, so I don't remember seeing too many Banelings used from him. I have been missing a lot of his attacks, but now his Zerglings are going to come right in here and get a surround on this bunker before the SCVs can get in position to repair it. But it probably would not have mattered because there's so much army down here, as this one siege tank on the high ground is going to be able to do a lot of damage on this Protoss ball. And now these siege tanks sieging up in a very nice position back there preemptively. And now, but they are getting a little exposed because the bio is falling back against this Protoss army. I'm not sure why he's actually falling back, trying to maybe get grouped up with his teammate, realizing that ProTech with all these Ultralists out now, having killed that expansion, and now PucK is going to try and rebuild that again. His Thors and his bio, look at all these Ultralists are burrowed. I don't know if he sees that, and the Ultralists are all going to pop up right on top of the bio army and start slicing through them. So much splash damage being done, and they are re-burrowing and coming back up now that Levels is here in position to assist. And this could be it, because Levels is in support with a bunch of Stalkers, and these Immortals are doing so much damage against these Thors. And the Ultralist, this Ultralist with 4 hit points is still alive, just killing everything, and now he's burrowing again and coming back. And that is going to be a GG from Hydraman. Levels giving him the GG back. What an incredible 3v3 matchup. That was an awesome game. A pleasure to cast. legrogman finally leaves the game. And I feel bad for legrogman. He did a great job fighting off that initial rush, but he just got overwhelmed there. The speed and mobility of the Zerglings at the beginning, putting them in a 3v2 situation, and although this game lasted quite a while, it was very intense and action-packed. So thank you, ProTech, for sending me that great game. Look for more stuff to come from me. I'm having such a good time doing this. And if you guys like my cast, please thumbs up the vids and subscribe to my channel, because the more people that do, the more people that are going to view my videos, and I would love to continue to entertain more people if possible. And send me your vids. You diamond level team players, send me your vids and I'll throw them up on this channel and do a commentary for you. So thank you for watching. This is Irie StarCraft, and peace out.